fast expand out of toss into one of a couple things. It's almost it's either basically Stargate or a big gateway play. You don't see a lot of fast expand into Robo.
No, I 100% agree with you. All right, we did just get the goal, so let's ask the players one more time once again. I don't want to piss anyone off. White-Ra is ready and Nerchio should be ready as well. Of course, they are on stage, so here we go. But no, I do agree with you in general. Sometimes what you see as well, what I love to see from really good Protoss players is they have such excellent gateway time pushes on that third base. And then if you have those sentries, if you manage to actually sneak to the other side and get the sentries up ramp, it's almost impossible for Zerg to hold that third. Which makes me wonder, sometimes perhaps it's safer to take the one closer to the Cell Naga Watchtower.
Yeah, I do agree, guys. We're going to be right back with game number 2. Don't go anywhere.
No. Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the 2011 European Battle.net Invitational, of course. From Europe, we have White-Ra, Barbecue Toss, Grandpa Toss, and so many other awesome nicknames.
And now Mother Teresa Ra.
Mother Teresa Ra, apparently, as well. Spawning in the 10 o'clock position, of course, the left top. Let's see, White-Ra building his pylon near his nexus. Very, very strange. I can't say anything else besides special tactics.
Yeah, man, this is a White-Ra special, and
it's on the menu card.
Eager to see what Nerchio does. Rotterdam, you're making an interesting point before we went to that short little break of so many builds rely on hitting good timings, knocking out the thirds, and I really think StarCraft 2 is evolving into a game of the third base, right? Yeah. You have your one base all ends, you have your two base timing a push, but so much of StarCraft revolves around the one player preventing the other player from getting a third base, and I think that's really interesting that the game is developed in that way.
You know what I'm really afraid of right now? I definitely agree with you on that, but I really wonder how Nerchio is going to react to this. I mean, White-Ra is scouting Nerchio right now. Nerchio are going hedge before pool. Yeah, it seems like I wonder what White-Ra would have done if Nerchio actually would have gone.
Wait, no, he's not.
He's going pool after all. Because he couldn't have possibly seen anything, so that was just part of the strategy. I don't think he goes pool gas though. Most likely it's pool into hatch and followed
like
up with a
14
gas.
pool, 16 hatch, something like that.
Yep. And I really wondered what Nerchio would have done if he would have actually seen White-Ra's base. Oh, he's going to try to surround that probe. That's surprising. I always question that. I always tell people not to do that unless you actually do something on the opposite side of the base. Let's say he would have a drone attacking a probe. And if you feel that your opponent is not looking at his scouting probe, then you can try to go for it.
Well, if the probe doesn't have that mineral, you can surround it and kill it. Because it actually requires some really precise clicking to get through there. But when he's got that mineral in the hand, you just hit the return cargo button. And no problem. Meanwhile, look, White-Ra's not going to block this hatchery, which is interesting in my opinion.
Yep. Everything that White-Ra did so far is very interesting.
Yeah, he's obviously got something planned here. Look, he's got this weird pylon place so he can warp in on the low ground, maybe?
I think Nerchio is really confused as well. I mean, sure, perhaps they played against each other a couple of times, but I haven't seen White-Ra doing this lately. White-Ra did it in the past on maps like Shadow Temple, previously, of course, known as Lost Temple. White-Ra did this a couple of times, and then I heard a couple of big Protoss players in Europe, don't want to name any names, were kind of giggling about that, like, oh yeah, I wonder how he's going to react when there are like 20 speedlings in his base. But right now he's doing it again, and it's been a while, and I really wonder how White-Ra is going to follow this up. I have no idea.
Okay, so he's throwing down this pipe. So he's going to go like one gate expand, which is interesting. It kind of makes sense. So I've talked to White-Ra about this before, and he says that when he puts the pylon next to his nexus, it just makes defending the early pool stuff a lot easier. Because if Nerchio 7 pools there, Nerchio's ahead. It's a great time to 7 pool. It's a good map for it as well. So if he 7 pools there, now he doesn't have to run all the way to his ramp to defend. Now he's not at risk of Lings killing a gateway or a pylon at the ramp in the very early moments of the game. So this does make a little bit more sense now that I see it. White-Ra just going to throw down this nexus off the one gateway.
It makes a little bit of sense, but I don't really want to evolve my strategies around the fear of getting 7 pulled. I don't really think that's the right mindset going into a game, and I still think that another opening would be a lot better from the economical point of view. But you do make a point, and White-Ra, if that's the thought process behind it, it does make a little bit of sense.
But he's also able to apply this pressure here. He's got the Stalker out on the map, the Zealot out as well.
Not moving his queen as of yet. That was a bit surprising. He wanted to do a larva inject, but he didn't have enough energy yet. He will hit the larva inject probably now straight away. He should be able to hit it. Doing a good job saving his drone so far. Wow,
really
excellent.
Nice control there, Nerchio. Yeah. It's so hard to do that, to click on that one drone and just click it through the minerals just perfectly, and very well done there. His control is absolutely impeccable. I was really impressed with him in the last game. Yeah. It just in every engagement, he always seems to get the most out of his units, and it's always very impressive.
White-Ra still on one simulator currently. I guess he's going to take that second one anytime soon. He's going to make an almost full wall off right here. He will have enough space for those stalkers and sentries to pass by, but of course one force will easily be enough. Even a slight overkill.
Yeah, the next question is
nice
what does...
you might actually be able to throw down a force
No, he's not even going to worry about it. The next question is where does White-Ra go from here? Because this is I mean, he set himself up interesting. He's gone 1 gate expo, which is not as economical as just like a Nexus First or a Forge Fast expand. He's now up to 4 gates. That puts him in a position to be aggressive if he wants to be. And this is a weird timing in the game, right? I mean, Nerchio wants to be droning right now, and he's done a good job of droning up thus far, but he's still not quite saturated these 2 bases, so he still wants to go farther. So, I mean, does it make sense for White-Ra to attack here, or does he continue to sit back and wait?
Not exactly sure. I mean, we take a look at the income tab right now. We have 30 probes against 32 drones right now, which I think is Nerchio already feeling quite comfortable with. He should have a very good idea with what White-Ra is able to do anytime soon.
So more gateways from White-Ra.
Perhaps a 6th gate?
Yeah, it looks like it might be. And, you know, you talked about the good timings on third bases. Check out the third base of Nerchio right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
White-Ra.
That's going to be really, really tough to hold, especially if that pylon goes up unchecked. And I don't think White-Ra has any idea. Or I'm sorry, I don't think Nerchio has any idea. So White-Ra can just warp in down here. And it's going to be hard to hold this, man.
Oh,
seriously.
there's one Zergling on the way. The Zergling is actually going to scout. Look at this. That's just ridiculous. So well played by Nerchio. So incredible, important as well. He's going to see it in the probo. He's going to... Oh, White-Ra should have sent it down, but I guess now the 2 Zealots come in. He will be able to warp in a Sentry, though. And Sentries are, of course, the key unit keeping this pylon alive. If I were White-Ra right now, I would have warped in a Sentry.
So now the game is afoot. Ling's coming down. They're going to surround these Zealots, but White-Ra's able to warp in a lot of units here, and I don't think Nerchio's going to be able to clean this up. Look at that. Nice control there, keeping those Zealots alive. Stalker's now shelling on those Lings, and Nerchio's in a little bit of trouble here. He's only got a single Roach building, a lot of Zerglings on the way. This is going to be a really powerful timing here. It's all going to revolve around whether or not... Oh, Sentry's on the ramp, so this third base is definitely going to die.
Now we have the Sentries indeed coming in from the main base as well. White-Ra, such an excellent decision to warp in those Zealots. I thought he's going to need more time, he's going to need a Sentry, or no. White-Ra's like, no, if I warp in Zealots right now, I'd probably be able to do enough damage, and he will be able to take out this hatchery. Meanwhile, we're going to have perhaps a Zergling run by, but we have one Zealot over there. We will be able to push the Zealot away. No, that's not going to happen. He's doing some serious damage there. White-Ra warping in Zealot and Sentries. Excellent decision. But the pylon is taking a lot of damage. The Zealot is going to fall down right now.
Great force field there.
But still the pylon is going to fall.
Oh no! And so what is White-Ra going to do? Is he going to come back? He might go to push the natural of Nerchio. Interesting thing unfolding here. Ling's into the natural expansion of White-Ra, so a lot of economic damage. Oh, more units streaming in here, so White-Ra is taking some damage, but at the same time, he's going to push the front. There's 3 spine crawlers there waiting for him and Roaches as well. So Nerchio is actually playing so well here. He's killed every probe in the natural expansion of White-Ra, and now he's holding his ramp very well. Queens are there to soak up so much damage. Oh my god, this is so close. Rotterdam.
Yeah, it's not over yet. 1 spine crawler remaining. The remaining spine crawler is going to fall down. 10 Lings on the way though, and 2 more Roaches coming in. Will Nerchio be able to hold this? 61 supply against 36. That looks very promising. The Sentry falls as well. Only 4 Stalkers remaining here for White-Ra. Zergling streaming in. I think Nerchio will hold it.
Nerchio is looking so strong here in the main base of White-Ra. He's lost every probe down to 7 probes. Finally cleaning it up, and Nerchio just commanding this game. He knocked out, or he sacrificed the third base hit with a great counter, knocked down that pylon, and